What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat. We are here at the Nerd Castle with our weekly indie newcomer episode. This week we're going to be taking a look at Wrack, which is by Final Boss Entertainment. If you don't know what Wrack has been around for a little while on Steam in its early access edition, and it's basically like if you took every old school first-person shooter from like the early 90s and just mashed them all together. And so this game borrows copiously from like Serious Sam, Doom 2, Quake 2. Essentially everything in the game is hipfire. There's no aiming. I mean, you're zipping around at practically the speed of light, bouncing off walls, destroying things. And generally it does have a lot of mechanics that are going to be, well, a bit of a throwback. I mean, there's no other way to really say it. There is insta-death. You will die sometimes trying to solve a puzzle instantaneously, and you'll have to start at the beginning of the level, just like it was back in the day. And so basically this game is kind of a love letter to every first-person shooter you may have ever loved between like 1990 and 1995. I'm gonna press a key right now so that it doesn't run through and do like the little, I don't know, the little arcadey thing off in the background where it starts doing like the demo or whatever. You know, where they're trying to blink and like say insert quarter and all that. We're going to, I don't know, let's begin a new game. We'll start at the beginning. I'm going to treat this a little bit like a first impressions playthrough because I have played the first 5 or 6 levels. I haven't seen all the guns and everything. There are quite a few guns, and in fact there's some really, really cool ones, but this is a game that's meant to be played at like a very, very high velocity. Additionally, the game is open to Steam Workshop, and so there is already, even in like the early access, it comes out in a couple days, but even in the early access, there's loads and loads of maps that people have already made for this game, so I get the feeling that this game is probably going to live on for quite some time, because honestly, it really does scratch that old Wolfenstein, Doom 2, Quake 2, Serious Sam itch. Sincerely, if you don't feel like being tactical and you just want to run through a room grabbing armor shards and blowing shit up, this is probably the game for you. I'm going to go ahead and we'll start it off, and we'll put it on. Well, there's a difficulty called bullshit, which I think already shows you kind of the development mentality. The game is quite difficult. Even on medium, I've gotten my ass kicked multiple times, just like by running into situations and not paying attention, not dodging projectiles and so forth. But we're just going to go with medium for right now. And actually, I prefer, we're going to skip the storyline because I don't want to put spoilers in the game that are going to leave you like, I already know what the storyline is. Just rest assured, we start out as like a dude with a giant sword in the middle of just like some kind of compound, and it becomes our job to hack the entrails out of everything that gets in our way. So, there's that. Alright, and so here we are. Let me go ahead. We're going to block that off right there. You can strafe run in this game. So if you hold, this game's a little bit different than what you might expect from a lot of first-person shooters. As you can tell already, you move really, really quickly, which I think they probably got from Serious Sam, in that I remember moving around pretty rapidly in Serious Sam just to stay away from the hordes of enemies. Basically, the map building in this game feels like Doom, but the movement feels like Serious Sam. And so there's our first enemy who we are going to hack to death with our super awesome, I don't know, it's like an anime sword with laser cubes floating around it. I feel like I'm in the middle of like Aeon Online or something with this gun. And there is our pistola. Hooray! No aiming! Shooting in the face! Die, Lizard Man. There are no headshots or anything. I don't think that it really helps. There's money sacks laying around because I guess in future world we use giant doubloons as currency. You use those for your score. As you can see in the top right hand corner of the screen, I don't think that's actually utilized for anything just yet. I couldn't honestly tell you. I'm going to jump over here. As you can tell, your health goes up above 100. In the bottom left-hand corner, you have your health, your armor, all those things that you used to have in old-school shooters. At the top left, you have your lives. That's right, I bet you haven't seen those in a while in video games. You actually have lives in this game, and if you waste them, you will die, and that's it, and you just get to, like, reload a save or something. I'm not really sure. I've never lost all my lives, because I'm kind of awesome at old-school first-person shooters. Not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but, you know, toot toot. Let's go ahead and murder some spite. I'm wasting bullets, right? Ugh, hack and slash. Gotta get in there. I feel the Diablo calling to me. What is that on the ground? Oh no. His PCB fell out, as well as a great deal of his robotic blood. Ah, well. Sucks to be him. Through the door we go. Oh, and you've been murdered. Murdered! Who wants to be included? You get murdered too, and you can hit multiple enemies at the same time. Now, you see that bar in the middle of the top of the screen? That was your combo counter. The point of this game is to get, like, really, really big combos, because we're totally not compensating for anything. And so the bigger your combo is, the happier and more satisfied you are in life, and the less you have to drive around in trucks with enormous wheels. And so we will have to slash that guy right there, and then they're shooting at us, so I'm probably going to need a pistol. These are like little lizard guys. I don't know why they're invading our planet. There's a storyline to this game. It's pretty humorous. It makes no sense. It's goofy as all hell. I mean, the storyline is pretty out there, but it's also all in good fun. It's reasonably well written. I mean, there's characters where they have super sexy hairstyles, and so the running joke with the characters, they always talk about how sexy his hair is and how, you know, he only succeeds because of his sexy hair, and then it's hard to explain. There's a lot of, like, just weird characters and jokes in this game that just sort of run. Oh, that's right, I gotta crouch right now. Shells. Oh ho ho, we've got ourselves a shotgun. There's loads of secrets. You could run around like all day long just mashing on walls like you did back in Wolfenstein to find secrets, and yes, you will find secrets if you do that. They are all over the place, and they're not really like indicated at all either. Like sometimes you'll see like an area and you'll be like, oh, I totally want that treasure, maybe I should go over there and get it, and then you just run around in circles like spamming the spacebar or F. I say spacebar because that's what it was back in La Dia with Doom, but I say spamming the spacebar for what I just said, but in this game it's the F key, so it's moved around a little bit, but you get the point. You're spamming, you're looking for secrets because they're full of treasure, and then also they are also full of delicious, amazing guns. And so I'm gonna try and spam up my combo counter right here, and so there you see right there, it is very, very easy to run a pretty good counter actually. Oop, I reset it. You gotta run up on those guys if you want to keep your counter going. And so now we've got an 8 kill count going, and then it's gonna be like, excellent, over on the left-hand side. I almost said the right-hand side of the screen because I didn't pass kindergarten. But at the left-hand side of the screen, it's gonna go excellent as you go through and annihilate the enemies, because obviously you have to have all kinds of radical catchphrases if you're gonna be playing old-school 90s games. I mean, 90s games had it going on. In terms of sheer radicality... Oh, Christ, what it... Oh yeah, I remember this guy. I remember you. What's up, buddy? The game is cel-shaded, or at least it looks kind of cel-shaded. It's all outlined. It's all outlined with very, very thick pencil lines. Oh yeah, let me put a couple. This guy's called the Geezer, and he totally just shot me in my face, and I'm not okay with that. Let me go ahead and murder him real fast. Oh, and you gotta jump over. As you can see, the battles do require like some kind of coordination, or at least the ability to read. And so if you've got one or the other, you should be okay on your way through this game. Just, you know, don't play through it like Floyd Mayweather. You gotta sound it out every now and again. That's not funny. Illiteracy isn't funny. I apologize, but we're gonna continue and grab some more armor and shoot some more guys. I'm gonna be honest, that's one of my favorite 50 Cent beefs of all time. I mean, he's had a lot of beefs in the past. From, you know, from Fat Joe on to like Rick Ross. And now his beef with Floyd Mayweather is pretty much the funniest one of all. These things right here, I'm going to shoot them because they're obnoxious. And they're basically like little targeting drones from Star Wars. You just got to figure it out. Don't fall down there. You will die instantaneously. I don't know if there's a quick save. I should probably... Do you want to quick save? No, I don't want to quick save and go back to the title screen. That sounds awful. I want to shoot this guy with a shoot gun right in the face, little robot spider. Enjoy that, and I will see you on the other side of hell. I want that. And so I'm kind of afraid to do this, but we're going to try it anyways. Yes! You found a secret. Secret number 3 out of 3. It's kind of like back with Bazooka Joe. You used to get comics, like the little comics like out of Bazooka Joe's, and they'd be like 32 out of 50. And every kid swore to God that if you got the #1 comic, it was worth like $1 million, even though we totally all knew it wasn't true, and the #1 comic probably wasn't worth anything. It's a building with a view. On we go! Death Spider! Oh, and shooting that guy right there who kind of evaded my shot, unfortunately. I put as many pellets in his direction as I possibly could. I pelted with pellets as much as I possibly could be perturbed to. What is that? I think it's like a rage orb or something. I don't know. I remember a thing happens when you pick this up. That's right. And so it's like a rage sphere or something. It makes you kill stuff really well. Basically, it makes it so that you shoot things to death a lot better than you previously did. We're on a 10 kill chain right now. That's pretty sexy. I'm going to be really, really honest with you right now. I'm pretty pleased with myself. I don't think I've ever had a kill chain this large. A 16 kill... Oh, there was one right there. We could have had a 17 kill chain. We got an extra life? Oh, yeah. It's kind of like jumping on enough Koopas. Like enough Koopa Troopas. You jump on enough of them and you get an extra life. Exact same concept here. We don't need no stinking medkits because we've been perfectly fine the entire run. Let's just chug on towards the end. Push the button! The gate goes down. And we run on back. Ooh, they gave us a shortcut. How delightfully pleasant of them. Spiders, not right now. Oh my. Alright, I think for the sake of the combo, I'm gonna have to just get shot here a lot. Did I get him already? I think I got him already too. For the sake of the combo, we've got 10. What's a 10 kill? Is that good? It's impressive. I'm gonna jump over here and grab this gold because lava doesn't scare me away when it comes to gold. When it comes to fistfuls of doubloons, lava can't scare me away. It can't keep me from my one and true love, doubloons, pirate treasure. I felt like that plosive was a little bit too much, so I apologize if that came through your headphones, just like kabam, like making all kinds of noise and percussion and whatnot. What the hell is that? No! He's got seeker bullets. That's unfortunate. Speaking of which, they need to put Legend of the Seeker back on the air. I miss Legend of the Seeker. It was Kish, but I mean, it was like a really, I don't know. I don't think it was Kish. I think it was. You stop it right now, little pink bullets. This is like the Barbie Funhouse version of murder. Nah! Jump over his lasso of death here. Oh, he went quick with that one. I wasn't expecting it. Die already. Fly off the side of the building. Be engulfed in flame. Oh, and off he goes. And so there's the bad guy of the game. But we're going to skip the storyline because, haha, you got to buy the game to find out. It's $14.99 on Steam right now. There is a girl with super amazing hair. I don't know how she got that blend going on that rainbow part of her head, but you know what? I wish that I could do it. In fact, I think that I'm going to... Oh, we only got 1 of 3 secrets, and we didn't make par either? Damn. This is reminding me of my old days trying to speedrun Wolfenstein. This is brutal. It's brutal. There's no artwork right now because it goes with the release version. So in like 3 or 4 days, they're going to patch in all the artwork, just in case you were wondering. For right now, a lot of the storyline just has that artwork forthcoming thing on the front of it, but it still gives you the dialogue. But on release day, which I think is the 26th, I'm going to go with the 6th. I think it's either the 23rd or the 26th, and I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure it's the 26th. But I'll update it down below. You can take a look at the Steam page. Now, this level has explosive barrels because we've never seen that in a first-person shooter before. I think I'm going to grab this pistol and rally it to my cause. It won't take much convincing. Pistols love to be part of causes. It's the inner rebel inside of them. Deep down, all pistols love Che. And so we'll go ahead and destroy that. We'll grab the armor right there. And there's a blue gate over here that's filled with armor. There's a giant lava pit, which is very clearly denoting the fact that we will die if we go down there. Who shot me? Oh, there's dudes up above. I think I remember this vaguely. Ah! The hitboxes are pretty generous, so, you know, if you're bad at aiming like me, the game does, like, give the enemies very, very long... No! Don't fall down in there, although that right there, that little circuit board or whatever it is that fell into the lava seems to be remarkably resilient to burning. Off we go! Oh, he got a shot off and he murdered me. How disappointing. And now I am murdered, as you can tell by the fact that I am still running around in a totally murdered state. I love the sound effect for the pistol, I don't know why. It unleashes the DACA. And I have a deep-seated need to just listen to DACA all day long. There we go. And so they've been murdered. I think I'm going to stick with the shotgun. Stop that. I think I'm going to stick with the shotgun for right now because, frankly... Ooh, there's gold back there. Gimme, gimme, gimme. All of your doubloons are now in my sack. Off we go. Death. And death. The prescription for aliens. Death. And combos. There we go. We're up to a 7 kill. I feel satisfied with myself, right? Oh, I could have done better. I could have did better, unfortunately. I'm playing so poorly that my grammatical structure has decided to fall apart. And more robots. We'll kill them really quickly in a gratuitous fashion. This is not a good game to play. If you, in fact, are a robot, I think that you will probably be disappointed with the portrayal of robots in this game. Also, if you're a lizard man, or a troglodyte, or any of those sorts of things, it depends. Because troglodytes are sort of lizard men in, like, D&D, right? Oh, and they're trying to shoot me with their blue balls again. They want nothing more than to stick their blue balls upside of my head. Oh, God. No! And so, of course, I have engulfed a blue ball, as I have been known to do in the past. But don't knock it till you tried it. It could help with your popularity problems. Down they go. I'm going to try and keep this combo going. But I think that's... there's another one. Ah, I'll have to stick with impressive. So if you shoot the barrels, they kind of bounce around, so be careful about that. They sort of... I shouldn't have done that. I could have gotten a secret if I had jumped on those barrels. That's a little unfortunate. Can I push the barrels? Can they be pushed? Let's find out. No, they cannot. So unfortunately... Oh, we're a little bit low on health. I mean, we're under 100, which if I know anything about video games means that we are slightly scratched. We have a protuberance. Or 2, or 3. And you're gonna die. No, you're not gonna live. You're gonna give me a combo. There we go. I'm extracting the combos from your broken corpses. Whoa, slow down, killers. Did I just kill 2 mobs with 1 shot? That's pretty gangster. No, open the door. Open the door. Oh, my combo was sabotaged by a big red door. Oh, well, I suppose that's a little bit better than a big red dog. I don't want to have to murder Clifford on film. I think that would be a little bit... It'd be tough. That would be a tough PR spin to go with. If you murder Clifford, I feel like that's a tough one to come back from. He is well beloved. That is a dog that everyone cares about. I'm going to try and sprint my way into the next hallway to keep that combo going. There we go. Wow, we have a killer combo going right now. And sprint it, sprint it, sprint it. I like how there's no reloading in this game. It really does please me. There we go. And so I think that's about the best we're going to be able to do for right now. An 18 kill, 30,000 points, and an extra life. Just what I like to see. Unfortunately, this gun sort of lacks precision for the long shots that we're trying to take right now. Ow. Hey. How dare you continue to rotate after I shoot at you? You as well, lizard man. How do you tell the difference between a male and a female lizard? I'm not sure. I'm just going to call them all lizard men for right now. I feel like that might be slightly discriminatory, but you know what? I don't know what their genitalia look like. I have no idea. This is not something... I'm not a biologist, and I'm definitely not like a reptiliologist or whatever the hell it is that looks at lizard. I don't know. We're going to grab some armor. Awesome. And then we'll grab that button, and then that'll open up over there, and we can actually... I bet we could jump to that gold if we really wanted to be the sex. God, you can move fast in this game. It really is kind of mind-blowing. If you get motion sickness, I don't know what it is. Back in the day when I used to play Wolfenstein and Doom, I used to always get motion sick when I would play it. But when I play shooters now, I never get sick. In fact, I went through and I played Doom all the way through a couple weeks ago and didn't get sick one time. Couldn't really tell you what happened right there, but as a kid, I used to get motion sick all the time from first-person shooters. I used to have to take big old breaks. I'm going to come back this way because I happen to know that there are a few more lizards. Lizards! Ugh, I took a... Man, that was a pity shot. I mean, I tried. I was hoping that it would hit somebody accidentally, but it didn't. And so, unfortunately, my combo has been thrown along the side of the road with so much other refuse. And, in fact, I think I might be in line for some form of, like, toll or fine for the way that it's just been thrown about. What is this? Oh, giant robot of death. It kind of reminds me of the giant... Ow. Okay, so apparently my hitbox is generous, too. Well, never mind, then. Maybe he sends out a shockwave or something. I don't know. I hope he dies soon, though, because we can't take much more of this. No. You and your pinky pie... Get away from me, little seeker bullets. Damn. I'm almost dead, and I want to complete this level without looking like a fool and dying in the first 2 levels. It's important to me. Let it happen. And so down goes another robot that I guess I forgot to slaughter along the way. There's a little bit of health right there, a little bit of health right there. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any secrets anywhere. I mean, you can run along and go, just like you could in Wolfenstein and Doom if you really want to. What's in here? Hold on. Oh yeah, there's a new gun in here. Awesome. New guns. Maybe not. Maybe yes, maybe no. Either way, this is ammo for a new gun. The pulse rifle, or the pulse something rather. I don't know. It's awesome and it shoots things in the face. Grab some gold and a little bit of armor. And this way? Well, there's health. I'll take it. I mean, I left it behind before. Oh, that's right. We got to clear out both wings. This level has had its Red Bull. It's got wings. And so off we go in this direction to murder some barrels. And some little hopping spheres that are bobbing precariously over what I assume will probably be lava. Yep. And we're going to grab some gold because everybody loves a little bit of extra cash. That Skrilla, that Scratch, that Guap, that Cheddar, that Gouda. I don't actually, hold on. And we've got another giant death bot. I'm going to put a couple shells into him. I do appreciate the fact that the shotgun has like... Whoa. Alright, calm down, death robot. Ow. I think maybe he's supposed to have a graphic or something that shoots out that hasn't been added. Or something, because... frankly, this is becoming painful. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be a graphic or something. I don't know. I don't know. There's supposed to be something going on, and they are hurting me from a long, long ways away, and I'm trapped in a close space with them, so I'm not sure. I'll have to figure it out later. But back we go. At least we have the checkpoint. It could be worse. We could have had to start from the beginning, which does happen in this game frequently. Get some. Off you go, spherical robot. I could just not come down here. I mean, that is the other part of this. It looks like the shotgun doesn't come back, though. Alright, so we push the button. Oh my god. Alright, so we revive. All these extra lives going to waste as I look like a fool in the final leg of my journey. Forget you, spherical robots. I've got a vendetta. Alright, we'll get rid of those right now so that that doesn't kill us. And then we'll just try and stay the hell away from this guy because he hurts a lot. In fact, that's what I'm gonna... That distance is really sort of precarious for me. And around the corner. Ow. Yeah, they seem to have some kind of AoE going on that really... I have no idea how to beat that right there. If there was some kind of graphic or something to indicate whether or not I was dodging it, it might be a little bit easier. But the entire floor appears to be getting lit up. I don't know. Let's go get a different gun and we'll come back. Or do we... Oh, okay. So we're kind of trapped into doing this over and over again. Funsies. Alright, let's go back over here. We'll murder this right here and destroy those so that I don't end up injuring myself again. Alright, giant death robot. He's not even aiming at me right now. Like, why is that hurting me? And we gotta go around him. Wow, that is an AoE right there. Maybe you have to jump when he does it. Yep, you have to jump when he does it. That's the secret. So you gotta get off the ground when the shockwave comes through. There we go, we got one of them. Okay, so I figured it out now. It just took a little bit of practice. You gotta jump when they do the ground stomp. I figured it out. Funsies! There's tactics and things, and you gotta learn what enemies do. Alright! I remember those robots, and I really sincerely do not remember them giving me that much trouble last time I played. Seriously. I actually feel kind of embarrassed right now. Then again, commentary is known to drain the old noodle when it comes to tactics and also playing games properly. So, you know, a likely excuse my audience is likely saying at the moment. But, you know what? It's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Back we go. Alright, and so there are a number of things like, I think this game is pretty fun as far as old school shooters go. You gotta kind of like run around, move, kill things. It definitely feels kind of like Quake and Serious Sam, to be honest. More than Doom, I think, because Doom kind of has like no sense of humor and also lots of demons and gore and stuff. Whereas this game strikes me as more of the Serious Sam. Let's get secrets. Okay, so we made it. Alright, there's something oddly, I don't know, disconcerting about picking up one's own severed head off of a pedestal, but you know what? Can I jump through that? No, I cannot. No! Don't fall into acid. It's got ass in its name. That's how you know it's not pleasant. 16 shells. No! No! No. Ow. No! Okay, so I want that thing over there. That right there. I desire it. There we go. Oh, my max health is +5 now? Is that like a permanent buff? That's awesome. That brings me joy in copious quantities. Alright. Oh, you all shouldn't have clumped up like that. That was a mistake and a half. Technically 3 mistakes and a half. I'm just going to throw an extra half on top because I can. I'm the guy doing the commentary, so you know what? Extra halves shall be used. It's like making cookies. You use the extra half cup of sugar, makes them better. Or maybe it causes them to catch on fire and be smoky. I don't know. I'm not a cook. Let's grab that, and then we will murder this. Oh, they're behind me too. Clawing my derriere. I always figured they called it derriere because your ass smells like a milk farm. I don't know. I figure, you know, dairy air, like the air around a dairy is super stinky. I don't know. I figured that's probably not it, but that's what I'm going with right now. Let's continue! Murder! Oh. And point blank lizard man. Mini lizards! They're everywhere! They must be murdered. They must be stopped. They must be destroyed. I really do have like a serious problem with these guys. I don't know why we're murdering them like this, but really. There we go. Do we get a... No, we're only at 13. We're not quite there yet. Well, we got fantastic. That's pretty cool, right? Alright, a few more enemies down. We'll grab the armor. We'll click that thing. Ooh. Somebody left their coinage back here. Hey. Hey. None of that. I don't really want to be standing next to these. I feel like I might grow an extra testicle or something if I'm too close to them for too long. It's nothing personal, radioactive toxic barrel. It's just that, you know, I kind of like the prospects of having little Splattercats someday. What does this do? It made a noise. It's a button that hisses. It's like my cat. It's always in a bad mood. Hisses at everything. Whee! Ooh. Speedy elevators. What's not to love? You guys keep grouping up like that, and it really is making my job easier. And over we go. We'll hit that button right there. And what did that do for me? Anything? It did so. Oh, it's making me get shot by pink bullets. Great. As much as I enjoy the feeling of pink bullets bouncing off of my... Ooh. Hold on. There's a statue of a thing down there. What is that a statue of? I don't know. Some kind of robot thing. It's probably worth points or something, but let's continue. I was worried something was going to try and murder me right after that went down. It felt very monster closet-y. Hold on, I want that. Ooh. Score plus 10,000. I feel gratified. I feel like I've done better than average. Hold on, we gotta go back to the elevator. No! Okay, so we're going... Alright, we gotta go back to the beginning. Hold on. We can do this. This might be problematic. Are we trapped? There we go. Awesome! Back to the teleporter. Hopefully all my parts get there. I don't know. I'd be terrified of teleporting if I... Oh, we gotta go this way. Hold on. There we go. I'd be terrified of teleporting is my point right now. Like you show up like with an eye missing. Or like your eye has been embedded into the side of your ass, so all you can see is like the cloth texture of your underwear. Unless you're wearing wool underwear, then I suppose it's wool texture. Is that where we started? I think this is where we started. Yeah, this is where we started. Back we go! Down the middle, I think? Yeah. Ooh. That spider tried to get live with me. Oh my. A high lava hazard occupation. Alright, so we'll grab that. Oh, new gun. Oh yeah, pulse gun. Who's getting... You know... Yeah, I was gonna say, you know there's gonna be a monster closet in here. Murder! All of the murder is mine! I have collected it into a barrel, a receptacle, a bag, a sacco murder. Get worked, giant nasty beings! Ow. I was just joking, man. You gotta take it so seriously. You gotta aim this thing hella high because it's kind of got like this droopy effect going on where it just kind of like falls over randomly. Is he dead? I hope he's dead. Let's pick up some more bullets and then pelt things with them. Yeah! And so now I've got blue balls that I can fire back at the enemy. It's not so fun when it's being returned. Huh? You should have listened to the golden rule, do unto others. And so now I'm the one doing. Off we go! And so that will conclude our weekly indie newcomer of Wrack. My name is Splattercat, and this game is called Wrack with a W. It was made by Final Boss Studios, or Final Boss Entertainment, whichever you want to call them. And it's a pretty sweet little first-person shooter if you enjoyed like Serious Sam, which is probably the closest thing I would say to Wrack. I mean, the whole game is just about murdering things. That's pretty much the entire point. I mean, I usually do pros and cons on games like this, but really, this is kind of an old school throwback, and there's not a whole lot of ways for me to like not like this game personally. What I will say is that there definitely is like a challenge curve. You're gonna have to figure out certain things like I just did with those guys that stomp the ground, where at first you're gonna be like, so how do I dodge this? Like, what's going on here? But honestly, all of the guns feel tight. Everything feels like it hits right about where it's supposed to. I mean, I've yet to use a gun in this game that didn't feel like it was wasn't putting rounds or performing to the specifications of what the gun was supposed to do. Like, this gun has a high drop-off rate, but at point-blank range, it's pretty deadly. The shotgun, I like the fact that the shotgun in this game is not like terrible like it is in most games. Like, the shotgun is for literal 2 feet away point-blank shooting in most video games. And I like that you can hit some stuff at a distance with the shotgun in this game. I do think that that's pretty cool, that at least a couple of the pellets will find their way there. It kind of reminds me of a little bit looser version of the shotgun in Doom. It's not quite as tight as the one in Doom. Like in Doom, like In Doom, the shotgun would hit things that were like miles away perfectly accurately. It was actually a really, really good gun, which is why everybody used it so much back in the day. But, you know, all the guns feel good. The sound effects are good. I absolutely love the sound of the pistol. I like the sound that it makes. I really do. The music is pretty good, too. Every once in a while, you'll get, like, a song that's got, like, the beats are made out of words in a talk box or something like that. Or, like, I don't know, auto-tune where it'll just be like, yeah, yeah, awesome, yeah, rad. And it's just, like, random, you know, 1990s Ninja Turtle words being used to set the beat and the bass line of a song. I mean, there's all kinds of interesting things to be seen here. There's a lot of fun to be had, and honestly, once you finish the maps that are in the game, it's wide open for development in the Steam Workshop, and there's already, I mean, looking right now, I think I saw, I mean, quite a few that were high-rated maps that were already ready to go when the game was in its alpha beta testing state. So while there are some things missing right now, in a couple days I assume they're going to patch it up to the full version, because that's when the full version is releasing, which should be pretty cool. On the con side, honestly, I don't know. As a huge Serious Sam fan, I don't have a whole lot to critique in this game, aside from the fact that maybe the hitboxes are a little bit too large sometimes. Like, for example, I can shoot way off to the side of mobs. Like, for example, you see right there, and it'll still count as a hit. Like, the hitboxes are kind of large, and your hitbox, I mean, it's fair because your hitbox is pretty large too, but it can make dodging kind of interesting. All of the guns are hit scan, which I think will bother some people. I think there's a travel time on some of the guns, and then some of them are hit scan, so you've got to kind of learn between the two. I know some people who get really kind of, I don't know, they get really bummed out by hit scan, and it just like drives them crazy. I'm not one of them. Hit scan works for certain things and it does it for others. I've never felt like hit scan was a reason for me to ignore a game entirely. So as far as cons go, though, I'm a Serious Sam fan. I'm a giant Quake 2 fan. I'm a giant Doom 2 fan. I grew up playing all those games. And frankly, this game is just a love letter to all of those titles. You can definitely feel the influence in every aspect of its development, from the combo counters on up to just your ability to wipe out dozens of things at a time using overpowered weapons, them swarming the screen with all kinds of enemies and you just like dealing with it while running in circles screaming. It's a very, very fun little game. So you can get it for $14.99 on Steam right now. Check it out. It'll be releasing in the next week or so in final release version. So if you're not into early access, rest assured that within a week or two you will have your gratification and you will be able to get the full version of the game in case you want to. And that's it for me. My name is Splattercat. I do weekly indie newcomer every Friday with a new indie game that I've been playing over the course of the last week. This week's title was Wrack by Final Boss Entertainment. I found it to be very, very fun. I enjoy playing it, and I think I'm probably going to beat it on multiple difficulties before I put it away. I haven't had a chance to play it like a load lately because honestly there's a lot of stuff going on at the Nerd Castle, but this was definitely the second that it landed in my inbox. I was like, yep, it's going on Weekly Indie Newcomer. We are going to shoot some fools. I will see you all next Friday with Weekly Indie Newcomer. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do!